Good afternoon, YouTube. So, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit today. Um, I don't know, my daughter actually brought this up, and we were like in the car and we were talking, and she was talking about relationships. Okay, mind you, she's 10. Okay, she's 10. So, it's kind of weird that she's talking, she brought this like relationships up, and I think it's because, she scrolls online too, and she sees, the little headlines and stuff about people, dating this person or dating that person, or, the drama that goes on in relationships and stuff. And so, I kind of like told her a little bit, but didn't really go in depth with it because, let's be honest, she's 10. She's not dating. So I know a lot of it she's not gonna understand. She's not gonna deal with at this time. So I know we will be revisiting that conversation later on. But it just kind of got me in my mind, like, you know what, maybe we need to discuss this on YouTube on my channel. So, of course, you guys heard my channel is MBS Connections. We talk about the mind, body, and soul on my channel. And shout out to everybody still on the fitness journey. Make sure you keep your body right and tight. I'm all about that. I haven't been showing you guys any videos at the gym because I wanted to, start moving over to dealing with the mind. So hopefully you guys are still taking care of your bodies, doing your self-care, all that good stuff. That's first and foremost. But, back to dealing with, relationships and stuff, I was thinking like, okay, that is considered, talking about the mind too, because we talk about traumas. And I don't know if anybody's been having discussions about traumas that we deal with in our lives. Sometimes it's everyday life, sometimes it's just certain things that we have been through in the past. And I just was thinking about it, and I was like, okay, well, let's kind of like talk on this on my channel for a little bit. But when I say traumas, I do mean like relationship traumas, family traumas, let's be honest, cultural traumas. When I say family, I mean even family from before you were even probably born. When I say cultural, of course I mean, your culture, things that happen either to your culture or with your culture. And it kind of like has been sticking with you because of the fact that you're in your culture. Relationship, culture, traumas, friendship traumas. It could be partners, romantic relationship partners, or, just friendships. People that have maybe done you wrong before, whether it be, friendship or relationship, romantic partners. Family traumas as far as when you were younger, maybe, childhood traumas that just never got discussed, never, actually we got over. But the big one that we were talking about obviously was relationship, romantic relationships. So I told her, that you're going to have them. Like, there's really no way to not have them. When you are with somebody, you're getting to know them. They might have some demons on them or some past traumas that they have that they never got healed, that they never talked about with anybody, never got help with or anything. And they bring that baggage, they bring those traumas into a relationship with their significant other. It could be you or whatever. You might even have traumas or baggage that you bring into a relationship that's never been dealt with, never been healed, never understood, accepted, whatever. And next thing you know, you guys are together, and it's like a house full of, like, a pot brewing of traumas that's never been discussed or talked about or healed. So of course I talked about counseling the last time, or on one of my videos, and that's one of the things you can do to get through those traumas, is counseling. But we all have traumas. Like, there's no way to not have any traumas. I think the reason why we do have the traumas is because we need to, like, learn the lessons from them. I'm not saying that it's, oh, you should be going through it. No, it's not really great that we have to go through them, but it makes us who we are later on. You're wondering why, you look back and you're like, okay, in my 20s, I was having different relationships that were like unhealthy, toxic, da 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 da, right? And then you move forward and it's like, okay, as I've gotten older, I'm a little bit more wiser. I understand what a healthy relationship looks like, or what I want out of a relationship more than what I did. Maybe wouldn't make certain decisions that I would make when I was in my 20s, or, whatever. And that's called growth, right? Growth. We are all growing here. It's like we are plants. We're still getting fed. We're still getting watered. We're still getting sunlight. So we're growing still. And of course, we're going to grow until we die, right? So, okay, we're trying to change and grow, because usually when you grow, that's a change, right? So sometimes people don't want to change, though. They don't want to grow. They're stuck into this pattern, or I guess you could say cycle, of not wanting to change because it's either uncomfortable or it's not the same as what they're used to. So they're like, oh, well, I'm comfortable here. Well, you're not growing then. You're staying stuck. It's like a plant that won't grow. They won't grow or anything. It's just sitting right there. So you want to go through those lessons, traumas, whatever, to kind of like heal them, understand them, even forgive them, and move forward, so that you can become what you're supposed to become later on, as life just continues moving forward. You shouldn't look back in 5 years and be like, oh, I'm still the same person. No, you shouldn't be the same person. You shouldn't have some of the same relationships. You shouldn't have some of the issues that you had in your relationships when you were in your 20s, if you're in your 30s or 40s or 50s, certain things should not be still happening, because either you learn from them, or now you put up boundaries to not even deal with them, because I've already learned my lesson. Unless you want to learn it again, I mean, it will come back around and it will be tested. These things will get tested and see if you actually learned your lesson, or do you need to go through that trauma lesson again. Is that what it's going to be, or are you going to learn? So I told my daughter, that's going to happen in all these different facets. Of course, relationship, even work. You find yourself even dealing with certain things at work that as you get older, you're not going to deal with those same things at work. You might not even work at the same places, or even some of the same places, the same type of places. You might say, hey, well, you know what, I'm now, working for people when I was in my 20s. Now, I'm in my 30s and 40s. I don't want to work for people. I want to just work on my own time, or have my own businesses or whatever. And then later on, it might be that, you work less and less and less, but you still making good money, working less and less and less. So that's still growth. That's still change. Change equals growth. And that's what I've put on some of my videos. Of course, if you guys know me on Facebook, that's what I put too. But that's what you're looking for, is to grow. That is like the main thing to do. Grow. You're getting older in age, so make sure you get older in the mind. Make sure you are continuously being wise, right? You don't want to be 60, 70 years old with the mind of a 20-year-old. That's like that's not good. So hopefully people are understanding that and taking the lessons, and of course they're not going to be, happy all the time. You need to understand that too. Of course, when you're going through these relationships that aren't the best at the time, you're not happy. So I'm not here to be like, oh, just smile and be okay. No, it's you're not gonna be. You're not gonna be happy. You're gonna go through the a whole emotional thing, which is good, releasing those emotions so that you can grow, and understanding why you felt like that and what happened in that time frame where you can move forward. At the end of it, if you're not sitting up there looking back at your exes and saying, well, thank you. Thank you for pushing me, for making sure that I was learning lessons when I was with you, that now I'm a better person. Now I have better relationships. Now I have better friendships. If you're not saying thank you to those people, then I don't think you learned your lessons. I don't think you're growing. You're going to change. I don't think anything lasts for forever. We would love for our relationships to last forever because, we care about them or we love them or whatever the case may be. But you can still care about somebody and not be with them like that. You can still love somebody and not be with them every day, all day long, and you can still have love for them. Might not be in love with them, but you still have love for them. So please take that into consideration, you guys. I'm trying to get people to not be so toxic and get this mental health situation in check. A lot of people emotionally, we're not doing okay. We are not doing everything that we need to do, and I don't think we're taking the lessons from it and moving forward to be better people in better situations. And another understanding that I had to tell my daughter was, not getting so upset with people about things that didn't happen or didn't last. It's no one's fault. It could be the wrong timing. It could be that you're in the wrong space and they're in a different space. It might be both of you guys at the time. It's not anybody's fault that things did not work out. Take the good, the positive, the happy times, the happy moments, the time that you guys spent together, and that positive thing, and move forward too. As long as you take the lessons too. Lessons and positivity. Move forward and bring the new lessons, the new you into a different relationship, and maybe it will work out a little bit better. But if not, some more lessons are coming into play. And that's okay. You're still growing, and that is the main thing, is that you're growing. Change is growth. Remember that. See you on the next one.